Hey, it's Steve. You know, people are like, you know what? They all have opinions and they all stink, mine included. It's come to my attention that people try to compare different calibers, different loads, different rifles, whatever you want to call it. But when they compare them, they don't compare apples to apples. And unless you compare apples to apples, you're not really comparing the truth. You're being selective. That's not honest. I'm going to give you some examples. If, to me, the honest way to compare apples to apples comes one of two ways. If you want to go by grains, in the way of grains of bullet, cool. You're going to look at apples to apples. If you want a really accurate look at it, you can compare bullets with the same ballistics. Again, apples to apples. Velocity doesn't mean that much, because many times when you compare two different calibers with the same weight bullet, the smaller caliber many times is going to have a better ballistic coefficient. Now, you can go around and shop and find a bullet that has a better ballistic coefficient, but it may not be a hunting bullet. It may be a bullet that's not exactly a known bullet to the general public. Is that fair? I don't think so. I really don't. Also, as with the 270 Winchester, you can take that 270 Winchester and you can load it with some big long bullets with a long barrel. Also, here we go, it needs to have a long magazine. That's right, if it doesn't have a long magazine, that longer bullet cannot stick far enough out for you to get adequate loading and power so that it rivals other rifles. And that's the truth. So when you're going to compare things, you need to compare apples to apples. For instance, you take a 300 Magnum. It shoots a bullet 200 grains at 3,000 feet a second, let's say. Probably more like 2,900. Now, if you fire a smaller diameter bullet that weighs the same and has a better, higher ballistic coefficient, and you're just within a hair of that velocity, which one is going to have the longer overall effective range? Which one is going to have more energy further downrange? Yeah, it's the one with the better sectional density and the better ballistic coefficient. What's that mean to a guy that hunts out to 300 yards or 400 yards? Honestly, it doesn't mean a hill of beans. You see, people get on their mountain about this rifle, that rifle, blah, 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 blah. But they use defective data, as in, well, so-and-so says you could do this. Yeah, but did you know that so-and-so's rifle is different from most other rifles? So, before you listen to somebody, if they don't tell you the differences between what they have and what's generally available, you may be getting bad information. So when you go to compare different cartridges, different calibers, different bullet weights and stuff like that, you need to compare apples to apples. And then just be honest with yourself. Till next time, I'm Steve.